It's nothing hectic. You can be the first debate champion. And evening, Mr. Coase. And then
Good
basically,
evening.
if you're the first champion, you come back and you can come defend your title. So let's see, for how many weeks can you be a defending champion? No, it's fine, Mr. Wenzel. I'm sure as we go along, your Wi-Fi signal will get better. You guys don't have to worry. It's nothing hectic. No one will be judging you. It's a simple rule. If anyone disrespect anyone, we just automatically block the person and they can't see what's happening. It's simple as that. Am I right, Mr. Coase?
Absolutely. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sportscast, man. Good to
Are
be
you
back.
excited to be back?
Excited to be back, ready to go.
Something new, something different tonight?
Yeah, very keen to see how these debates go for sure.
Yeah, I've kind of had a bit of planning done. I'll probably, okay, you are here now. I'm gonna log out of this one here by me. So when I get to that part, then I'll explain to you how we're going to get the contestants in. So I'm gonna use the notepad on here as the guys are coming in. The reason for that is
Fancy.
because if we think about it, if someone has done maybe say four in a row and we near to the end of the show, but someone comes in first time player and he knocks that person out, then he can't be the defending champion. When the defending champion, then it will be that person will be the champion for the night, but that person that knocks that defending champion out, the two of them will then start off the show for the following week, if that make any sense.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
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 so
yeah.
so just to keep it fair and transparent, is that the word I'm looking for? You know, it's important to say the right things on the platform because people take things out of context, you know. Anyway, very good evenings to everyone. We are back, episode 16. Can we believe it? So, we've got a couple of topics. We don't have a lot of topics lined up. We've got one video lined up. Always grateful for videos coming through so that we can have a conversation. So we've got about one, two, three topics, and then we'll jump straight into the little bit of a debate. I'll give you guys a bit of a breakdown. So again, happy Salah Day coming through. I like that.
Yes, man. Come on.
Indeed, indeed. I know that Liverpool supporters are extremely happy. I guess some of you guys know how long the contracts will be, but of course I have to play what's coming through because he's taken time out of his day to make the video. None other than the man himself. He need no introduction, Mr. Warren himself.
Hi guys, good morning. A quick video.
I just want to say, guys, it's evening. This video was sent to me in the morning, so I don't want to confuse anyone. So, like I say, let's hear what Warren had to say.
Hi guys, good morning. A quick video for this week's podcast. I hope everybody's well. Um, as the news broke by Fabrizio Romano, Salah and Virgil van Dijk is on the verge of renewing their contracts at Liverpool. So I wanted you guys' opinion. How long do you think the contract is going to be? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Depending on the age, I guess. And is it a good move for these players to stay at the club, especially Salah, where he's already built a legacy? I know we've talked about this in depth already in the past, but this is the news that Liverpool fans was waiting for. It isn't official yet, but it looks like Mo Salah and Van Dijk is going to stay at Liverpool Football Club for at least a year or two. So, what is your opinions on this move? And it looks more likely now that Trent is going to go to Real Madrid, which we all expected to happen. But what are your thoughts on the length of Salah and Van Dijk's contracts, and was this a good move on both players now to stay at the club?
Okay, interesting question. Thoughts, Brandon? Should we get the
Yeah,
people from
look, now
the
that we
comment
now,
section
now
in?
that we know that it's 2 years, I think they nailed it with it being 2 years. Like that is perfect because I mean, if for whatever reason, I don't think that this would happen, but if Salah had to all of a sudden, fall off a cliff form-wise or Van Dijk, then at least we could still have a year to try and sell them. We can still try and get some money back. But if it works, and I'm sure that it will, and they keep performing like I'm sure that they will, then we keep it going. So I think they really did a good job making it 2 years. And I'm delighted. I've been saying this from the start. I said it. Trent's going to go, Salah's going to stay, Van Dijk's going to stay. And at least this softens the blow a little bit with Trent leaving. At least we've got some good news
Okay.
to hold on to going into next season.
Fair, that's fair. Look, I'm gonna give my opinion about it as well. I think it's a very, very good move for you guys. Because Slot obviously being a brand new manager, first season at the club, he had a team that showed, you know what, we've got some kind of chemistry, and losing three key players at the same time would have been a big blow for you guys. Because I mean, if you guys win the title, which I mean it is yours to lose, then you don't want to have those amount of key players going into fight and trying to defend the title. Anyone wants to jump in before I give my opinion? You guys are welcome to hop in. Brandon, we just accept whoever wants to come in. Otherwise, I'll just give a bit of more thoughts around that. You guys want to hop in to the 1 minute of countdown? Maybe give your opinion about the Virgil van Dijk and the Mo Salah that signed a 2 year deal with you guys. With its Liverpool
That question
supporters.
for me, can I just answer
Hmm?
his question for me there? Using the word replace is really difficult because, like, how do you replace those players?
Mm.
Yes, we need to try get cover for the future, but I don't think we're going to find a replacement for Mo Salah and a replacement for Virgil van Dijk. But yes, of course, we need to be on the lookout for in the summer already, the next January. We need to be prepared for when they do leave, of course, because they are going to leave eventually. But I don't think we'll be able to replace those players like for like.
Okay, cool. All right, so we've got Thomas, Arsenal supporter. Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. Any thoughts around the topic
Evening.
of the Van
Ye-
Dijk and
Yes,
Mo Salah? The question
I
was it a good move for them to keep these players? Was it the right time? What's your thoughts, sir?
my thought is that it was a good move because I didn't know where they were going to stand before I saw this morning that they both signed new contracts. Thing what I want to ask you, Brandon, is do you have a replacement for Salah to any get injury for him, especially Virgil van Dijk? Because I mean, and also considering the fact you signed a new contract, both of those players. What if a player, someone else buys him in the winter transfer, for instance, and he's there for 2 years, for two more seasons for both of those players?
Yeah, look, Salah, I think if Chiesa has a good pre-season, I think Chiesa would slot in if something was to happen to Salah next season, injury-wise or anything like that. Van Dijk, though, he's the one where if he gets injured, the standard drops big time. Um, Konate on his own without Van Dijk there is just not the same. We've been linked with that kid from Bournemouth, that youngster. I never know how to say his name, man. What is it, like Hodgson or
Hmm,
something like that?
something like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
And he looks decent,
I know
but yeah, Van Dijk is the one, man. If he was to get an injury next season, I would be really stressed because there's definitely no like for like.
That's
yeah,
our
because
yeah, go for it,
because
Thomas.
I looked out at the way that he set up in his recent game, and it didn't work for him, you know. So I was wondering whether would he change a slight format for the new season? Would he bring in another player for a replacement for Salah, for instance, if Salah needs a rest and Van Dijk? Because I mean, if they're going to play right through and don't rest player, then it's risky.
I get that. Thomas,
Yeah, yeah,
thank you.
it will be interesting
Okay,
because
Yeah.
Jen,
because
pleasure, man.
because it looks like Nunez is probably gonna go, and there's rumors of Diaz leaving. So there's so much that we need to sort out. But yeah, man, it'll be interesting to see if we do look at options on that right hand side in the summer. But yeah, Iggy,
Mm,
sorry, man, you were
Very
saying.
much,
100%.
Thanks a lot,
No problem, Thomas. You can
Thanks,
hop in again,
Thomas.
Thomas. We'll give you another opportunity. Is there anyone else that would like to also hop into the 1 minute of countdown? Here you guys can see what I've done. I've even like give you guys a little timer there so that we try and keep a nice flow to the thingy because this time is going to be very important for the final part of the puzzle that's going to be happening on this podcast. So yeah, so there we go. That's just a bit of a thingy there. Anyone else want to hop in? Okay, cool. Look, I fully agree with all the pointers you have said, Brendan, but I still feel that this could be obviously a blessing. It could also be a problem for you guys because of FSG that's waited for this long. For the simple reason is now that they've signed contract, not saying it's going to happen, but like Warren was asking in the video, is the good move for keeping them? I think it's a good move because obviously, like I said, for the building phase. But if we think about it, what if you guys don't have the same season next season? Because we can't predict. Every game is different. Then fans can turn. I mean, Trent was like basically like a club legend by you guys. He was carried on the highest of pedestals. Now the man has done everything possible, won every trophy he could. He's looking for a different challenge, but because of fans it's heated, they don't see it that way. So that is just like my thought on that as well. But I think it is well done to you guys. It's a very, very good move, right? For obviously keeping these guys, because obviously you want to build around these guys. Cool. Anyone else want to hop in before we want to move on to a next topic? No one? I guess this one?
Let's go for it, man. Well done, Arsenal.
Still, Arsenal. A lot of people wrote them off. No one expected them to get a result. But I want to talk about the second leg. We saw exactly what they did in the first leg. Second leg is going Bernabeu. Anyone wants to hop in? Brandon, you can give your thoughts around this. What's your thoughts around this?
Yeah, look, I don't think anybody saw that coming. What happened in the first leg. I mean, I was just so surprised at how easy Arsenal played through Madrid. I mean, the ease at which they won the midfield battle,
Mm-hmm.
it just really took me by surprise. But look, going into the second leg,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't write Madrid off here. I know it's 3-0, but the Bernabeu, Madrid, the Champions League, you can never ever write them off. Never.
100%. 100%. Look, Mr. Ntani, I'll give you an opportunity, sir. You want to speak about the first topics we covered? Welcome. Uh, you want to speak about the Real Madrid Arsenal topic, sir? You will be having 1 minute, sir. You can unmute. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. How are you guys doing
Good
on
in
a Friday
yourself,
night?
sir.
Good, thanks, brother. Good, thank you.
Uh, on Arsenal and Madrid. Honestly, Arsenal. I don't actually think Arsenal will go through. I actually think Madrid will beat Arsenal. I actually think it will go to extra time. Uh, I just don't see Arsenal going through against Madrid at the Bernabeu. I don't see Madrid losing. I don't
Okay.
see Madrid even drawing that game. I don't see Madrid. I just don't see Madrid going down under in that game. I think the Bernabeu will be on top of the players from minute one. You see the Bernabeu booing every single Madrid player, booing every single Arsenal player. I just do not see how the Madrid players do not turn up and turn Arsenal over and
Okay.
make sure that they go through to the semi-finals because I just do not see how the fans at the Bernabeu will allow them to be relaxed in that game. I think it will be gung ho from minute one, and I think they will do it. I think they have enough star power. I think Arsenal's defense. I think once you can get one goal, I think you can disrupt it with Kivio and Miles Lewis Skelly on that right hand side. Maybe move Mbappe or Vini to that side to cause disruption. I think this disruption can because I think Arsenal will struggle, but I think Madrid will make it, score three, and go to extra time. In Black
Okay.
Magic, Madrid Magic.
No problem, Mr. Kane. Hop into the comment section so you'll get an opportunity to jump in again. So please stay around. There's still another jam-packed stuff
And
coming
and I'd
up.
just like to say, Mr. Yes Sir, there in the comments. Yes, it's two guys that are not in the Champions League, but it is two guys that have seen their teams win the Champions Leagues. And if there are any Arsenal fans out there that have seen Arsenal win the Champions League, please go ahead and throw the first stone.
Okay, 100%. Look, I understand that there wasn't a lot of facts backing it up. I think that Mr. Kanye was more or less going on what Real Madrid has been doing in the Champions League, you know. So, Mr. Nasser, Mr. Nakes, sir, the floor is yours, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening,
Trust
sir.
everyone is well.
Evening, brother.
I'm going straight into it. Dig at it. Real Madrid, Arsenal second at Santiago Bernabeu. The moment the first leg ended, I already made up my mind and I already saw. I took a close look at those players: Mbappe, Bellingham, even the coach, the Don. I could look. I saw, no, these guys are definitely not going to sit back. And my gut feeling went straight. Arsenal 4, Madrid 4, Arsenal no at Santiago Bernabeu. Arsenal will be knocked out and the fans will be missing in action for the rest of the season.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay,
that's all I have to say.
okay, perfect. Thank you, sir. Still got 20 seconds. Nasser is like wasting no time. He's like, you know what? I don't need that. Please give that 20 or 16 seconds to Warren with another minute. Warren, I'll run your clock for you, sir. 16 seconds. Nasser was kind enough, sir. And I'll give you a minute as well.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you crystal clear, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Hi,
bro.
Brandon. Hi, Iggy. Good
What's up, bro?
evening. Thank you, Nasser, for the 60 seconds. Appreciate it. I'm going to be on the other side of the spectrum on this one. I'm going to actually back Arsenal on this one. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, whoa, what's happening? Well, I've watched Arsenal this season. They haven't been playing great football, but I've never seen a team smoke them. Like, a team has not smoked Arsenal with more than 2, 3 goals. And even if they go to Real Madrid Stadium, Madrid has not been that great this season either. This is actually a good result for Arsenal. It's a good buffer to take away from home to their stadium. And if they can defend well, they can actually go through and nick a victory. I don't think Madrid is going to be that um, incredible against Arsenal. And Arsenal, like I said, Arsenal is not a team that gets smoked. They will lose games, yes, by the odd goal, but they won't get smoked 3 or 4 goals. Like, I don't see that happening. If a Madrid to win on aggregate, like, they need to score a hell of a lot of goals. I don't see that happening against
Oh,
Arsenal. Not with that defense.
okay, that's
No,
fair.
100% that the tie should be over. It should be
Hmm.
over for
I
sure.
fully
I think
agree.
we're just going off Madrid's pedigree.
I
Like you
fully
can just
agree.
never write them off.
100%. I think that everyone go. Warren, thank you so much. Mr. Sparkle, sir. Warren has been kind enough, sir, to spare you 2 seconds. He hasn't been as kind as Mr. Nasser, sir. The floor is yours, sir. You may take it away.
Uh, Evening, gentlemen. It's been a long time, Iggy.
Yes, sir, it has, eh?
Evening, bro.
Um, I'm lost. I'm baffled that I'm lost. What I just heard now. Uh, the Madrid that we have this season can't defeat Arsenal. I think we need to give Arteta flowers when it's due. In big games, he's instrumental in big games. And Madrid is not as strong as we know it. I'm going to point out some few things that I know that they won't fix. Madrid went on an Arsenal game with 2 teenagers, one left back and one right back, that should have played on the day. They didn't play them. They played players out of position. Valverde and Alaba, ever since he came back, is not fit. They nearly knocked out on the Copa del Rey because of him. They played him on an Arsenal game, and Arsenal destroyed them.
Okay. Mr.
And
Sparkle,
Carlo
sir.
Ancelotti saw that.
Sorry that I have to cut you, but we're gonna try and keep it like as short as possible because we got a
Okay,
couple of things up
and
as well. But yeah, you
okay,
can quickly finish off your point. That's fine.
and he saw that. He still played Alaba. Arsenal is playing with 16-year-old and 17-year-old. Barcelona is playing with 16-year-old and 17-year-olds.
Okay, that's
Why
fair.
Madrid not playing their defenders
That's fine.
that are
That's fair.
actually on position?
That's fair. That's
And
fair.
secondly, Partey destroyed the midfield. While there is a player who can handle the midfield, Valverde, he is playing out of position.
Okay. Gets you,
And
gets you.
I don't see Madrid benching Vinny for Mbappe to play in a left So can Hendrik play in the front
Okay.
and Adigula play on the right? Because those are players right now that I should be playing to give Madrid the boost.
Mr.
Hence,
Sparkosa, I'm gonna
I
have
do
to cut
see
you short.
Arsenal
Yeah.
winning the second leg.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So sorry about that. I'm gonna have to cut you short over there. You're slightly over your time, but you are more than welcome to jump in again. So thank you so much for your opinion as well, Mr. Ignatius. And then we'll give Mr. Yes Sir an opportunity as well. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Hi, Iggy, how you
It,
doing?
Good in yourself, sir.
I'm okay, thank you. I just see like Arsenal bottling it there. Yeah, at the end of the day, we all know like they are the Proteas of the English Premier League, so I don't see them what their 3-goal advantage going through.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Um, although Madrid produces a magic it was a bit tough, but I don't see Arsenal going through at the moment.
Okay. Cool.
And between me and you, I think we can maybe put a bet on it. Brendan is
Okay. Okay. 100%. 100%. Mr. Yes,
and I
sir.
just wanna say the
Yes.
previous guy before I let you go, he doesn't need to discuss Barca, man. We're talking about Arsenal and Madrid. Leave Barca alone, man. Come on, guys. Y'all
All
have
right.
bigger fish to fry.
No
Thanks, Iggy.
problem.
Thanks for your
Yeah,
time.
man. No problem. So you stay around, sir. There's still
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
other things.
Iggy, why are you saying my name? You say I'm
Done.
coming with yes, so you saying my name, yeah.
Stay around. Stay around, sir.
Cheers,
Stay around.
Iggy.
Okay, Mr. Ignatius, sorry, man. You were supposed to go. I apologize about that, sir. The floor is yours, sir.
no problem, no problem. Thank you for having us on. Um, First of all, I would like to concern my view as a spectator that watches football. And the game against Arsenal and Real Madrid was a boring game, without a doubt. It wasn't a game that should be in Champions League standards. Both teams played a rubbish football, but congratulations to Arsenal for winning the game. And what I see is that Arsenal can eventually win it because I don't see them considering more than 3 goals. They're very good defensively, but then that's the thing about Arteta. He sets up his team to be defensively good, even on the ball, that defensive all the time. So with Carlo Ancelotti, he's old-fashioned. He just relies on star players to make brilliant moments, brilliant decisions. And the Madrid of now is not like the Madrid of old that had Benzema, that had the Bales. So they're not gonna win it. And my time is up. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. We'll give
Thanks, man.
Mr. Yes, sir, one more opportunity before we move to the next topic. Mr. Yes, sir, I'll give you another quick minute, sir. And then we're going to cover one more topic, and then we'll start off the fun little thing for the evening.
No problem, Iggy. I just wanna jump on Ignatius. Regardless of Ancelotti and Benzema, they have the best team now still. They've been out of sorts, but I think it's just a standard that we hold them to. Me as a Barca fan, a Barcelona hardcore fan,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that anything comes into play where you can mention previous players. They're far better now, and it's all it's gonna take is 2 goals in the first half, and then Arsenal out.
Okay, 100%.
So I think we have to take it into consideration, and then yeah,
Okay, cool,
really, it's gonna
100%.
be a joy to watch. Hopefully we can have a live Iggy for the match during the
Okay,
match.
sure,
No,
100%. Okay, cool.
and
Uh,
Spa. I think Spa is back. Don't mention Barca again. Keep Barca's name out your mouth, sir.
100%, Mr. Sparkosa. You had another 4 seconds, 4 seconds given to you, sir, plus another minute, and then we're gonna move to the next topic, and then we'll start off with the fun thing. Yeah, sir, you may go for it, sir.
I don't know why I should keep Barca out of my mouth because I'm a Barca fan, but that's a story for another day.
Okay.
Uh, I don't understand how we already written of Arsenal where they got the best defense in Europe right now.
Okay.
If you count the best defense in Europe, Arsenal in the top 3. Mark me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
And Madrid went to Emirates and they got humiliated and annihilated. And already Arsenal already been written off. When it's come to the comebacks in history of Champions League, Madrid is not one of them. They haven't had the best comeback in history of the Champions League. Mark me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, as far as I know, Madrid have never come back from a 3-0
Exactly.
deficit.
So how are we then already taking Arsenal out while they got a chance of going to the semi-finals, of which they're the only team right now that are so good in big games and planning, and they got a coach that can plan for them.
Okay.
Because
Fair.
right now Madrid is a mess.
100%. Fair.
If
Thank you.
Arigula and then Mbappe doesn't start on the left and Enric doesn't start as a number 9, I don't see Madrid reaching the final.
Okay, that's fair. Mr. Spark also valid points over there as well. Thank you, sir. We're gonna do one more topic and then we're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. So stay ready. We got 13 people. Keep on tapping the screen, share this live, get more people in here because there's gonna be some exciting thing happening after this. So we're gonna do a final one, and I'll just add one thing. I want to make it very short on the Arsenal Real Madrid. I would say that Arsenal definitely have the upper hand because you don't just go to the Bernabeu. Where were Arsenal? No, Arsenal was playing at the Bernabeu, right? Or were they playing home?
They were playing at home.
They were playing
They're
at home,
going to the
right?
Bernabeu.
Oh, they're going to the
Yeah.
Bernabeu. Yeah, sorry. So I mean, like Arsenal might have played at home, but I mean that they went out there and they knew exactly what they wanted from the game. So I guess it's anyone's game. I mean,
And the way that European football is now, it kind of suits comebacks now because there's no more away goal rule.
yeah, there we go.
So if Arsenal score, Madrid still have to score 4
Yeah,
to like take it to
100%.
extra time. But that doesn't necessarily change things.
100%.
But
Yes.
yeah, look, Arsenal are obviously favourites. We're not writing off Arsenal or anything like that. I think people
Okay.
are just being cheeky and stuff because of obviously it's Arsenal's past history of bottling
100%.
things. But
100%.
they are the favourites. Of course, they are
Yeah,
the favourites. They should go through.
100%. Cool. So we're gonna cover one more topic and then we're gonna have a bit of fun. We've got 13 people here, then I'll explain how the rule is gonna work. Myself and Brandon are very excited for this next one coming up after this. I think you guys gonna have a loads and loads of fun. Please watch the timer, all right, when we get to that one, because you wanna do everything within that 1 minute.
Yeah.
All right.
Then we're going to be
So
proper strict.
then it's gonna be proper strictly, 100%. So yeah, so United had an opportunity to get obviously one over Lyon away from home. What do you guys think? What is United's chances? I'm not gonna speak around this. I'm not sure if you want to give your view, but we'll definitely give the people in the comment section the opportunity quickly to speak
I
around
have
this.
to hear your view, Iggy. I have to.
You have to hear me.
Because
Okay,
come
so
on, there was so much spice before this game. Onana and Matic, and the words shared between them.
okay,
And then those 2 goals happen. Where
okay,
Onana's, pretty much at fault.
yeah,
Especially the second one,
definitely,
where
definitely.
if you're gonna go for a parry, don't parry it straight back out. At least try
100,
parry it to the
100%,
side.
100%,
So
100%.
we have to hear your thoughts.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna give the four guests an opportunity, then I'll end it off, and then we'll move on to the final part of the podcast. Mr. Sparkosa, you wanna go first, sir? You wanna give yes, sir? Next, Kagiso, who would like to go first on this topic?
Okay. Few things.
Hmm.
Onana shouldn't even got himself to that headlines in the first place. I don't know
Okay.
how, because I think there are people who handle press conference in every club that know that they can speak on behalf of the club. I
Thank you,
think
Lafuti.
Bruno has been in United for far too long to handle stuff like that. Because Onana has made tremendous mistakes in the past, and then he made mistake that cost United as well again. Of
Okay.
which, yeah, I saw another stat that went on to back De Gea and then contributed Ten Hag why he even let him go in the first place, but I want to stay there. I think United right now they need to be fully behind and build a team around Bruno to win um, the Conference League, the Europa League. I mean,
That's
because
fine. All
Xerxes is
right.
the number 10, he's not a striker. I
Yeah.
think it's time United build around the point where they don't have a striker.
100%. Mr. Kosa, thank you for that view, sir. You will have an opportunity to stay way longer in the box if you are able to knock your opponent out. It's going to be an interesting one. So thank you for that, sir. Mr. Yes, sir, the floor is yours. Go for it.
Uh, thank you, Iggy. I just want to apologize to Spa, my brother in Pasa, Catalonia. But can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, go
Iggy?
for it.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, yeah, Spa, apologies. I'll use my first 20 seconds to apologize. I didn't know you're a fellow Barca fan. But one thing, just to touch on Madrid and Arsenal before I move to Man United, Wolfsburg and Madrid a few years ago. Look back at it. But anyway, yeah, definitely Onana is a problem that needs to be sorted out in terms of competing, and then I think maybe you guys have a chance. But definitely a strong game from United, a very strong game. I was going for Lyon 3-0 win, but United put their front foot forward, and unfortunately the keeper caused them. So
100%, sir.
that's my take on
100%.
on
Thank you,
on
sir.
United.
Thank you. We'll ask the two gentlemen to give us a final thoughts, and I'll give my final thoughts. I also put up the timer for myself, and then we'll start off with something lekker. All right, Mr. Nakes, Kakiso would like to go.
Yeah, gents. So I would like to add. I had a discussion this morning with a friend of mine, a colleague as well. He's a fellow United fan, and I had a discussion with him. And you were saying, I was telling him that one thing I noticed about United that they're showing the last few games, and they didn't show the beginning, the first half of the season. Is the guys are playing with more grit. You can see they're wanting to fight for the badge, which I noticed last night as well. They really putting the yard. You can see they're playing with passion. Xerxes, the players such as Ugarte, they're actually starting to feel what it is to play for Manchester United. And I feel like they're going to edge Leon in the second leg. I think they're going to edge it like 2-1. And if anyone was to ask me, would I rather want United to win the Europa League or Arsenal to win the UEFA Champions League, I would rather let United win the Europa League. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Thanks, Nasser. Appreciate that, bro. Mr. Kakiso, you want to go for it?
Good evening, gentlemen. Long time.
Evening, bro.
Yeah, Onana should have saved those two goals. The first one, he should have went out with his one arm, you know, because he's diving to the far left, or is it far right? Yeah, to the far right, and he should have used one arm, not two arms. So that costed us the game as well. But I think we can match up with Lyon. We just need to be more aggressive and more physical in the game. It's not, we can compete with them. It's not that they're
That's
dominating,
definitely fair.
consistent.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely fair. Yeah.
So we can still win it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Okay. No stress at
Thanks,
all, sir.
brother.
You still had the 1 second left, sir. No stress at all. We'll take one more from Mr. Yes, sir, and then I'll give my final thoughts, and then we'll move on to the final program on the thingy majig. Mr. Yes, sir, go for it,
Okay,
sir.
thanks, Iggy. One of the points that I saw with United was Mazraoui. He was outstanding. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he was outstanding throughout the game, um, attacking and defense. So I would say he's one of the strong points that United have, and then Hoyland and Zaxi
Okay.
need to be that change needs to be made there in terms of upfront positions. Other than that, besides Onana, of course, I think that's the best chance you guys have.
Okay,
It's the
cool.
best chance. So
100%.
it's gonna be interesting, Ty. It's the
Mm,
first game I watched of United, minute 0 to 90 in a long time.
mhm.
Interesting. So I'm definitely looking forward to the second leg.
Okay, cool. All right, gentlemen.
Thanks again.
Gentlemen, I'm going to take that was the last take for now because I would like to get to the final part. Mr. Sparkoza, I'm gonna just end off on this topic. Sorry that I have to kick you out. Nasser, sorry that I couldn't accept you now, but it was a very, very nice flow. I want to say thank you to everyone. We hit 11K likes. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
thanks, guys. That
people
was
that would
lucky.
like to see also what's going to happen tonight on this very, very first episode. So I'm just going to give a final thought on the game. I think personally that United went into that tie last night being very careful, being very cautious, because they didn't even look that they really wanted to win that game. Because I think they were so cautious, that is why players were bound to make some errors. And the moment United went 2-1 up, you could see there was a different kind of fire in that team. So, yes, Onana should have done way, way better. But also, I believe the players in front of him also allowed that people so much space that he maybe could have maybe still made that saves in that, but that could have been even where those players could have put that ball away where he had maybe no chance at all. So yes, he's fully responsible, but I think the players around him should also have done better to not even give that Leon team that much space. So that is just my final take on that. So we're gonna end it off with that. And then of course, what we've all been waiting for is this little thing here over here. Okay. So what is going to happen? Brandon, let us just first cancel everyone out quickly. No one needs to request now at the moment. I'm gonna tell you guys. 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna just cancel everyone quickly. Okay, please don't request after I've explained, and then we're gonna get you guys to request. But then, Brandon, you're gonna accept them. Number one, number two. Okay. And then once one goes out, and then number three will come in, number four will come in. So, guys, what's going to
Okay.
happen is there's going to be this wheel in front of you. Okay. What is going to happen is there will be a topic that will come up. So, when that topic comes up, you will literally then, okay, can you see it?
Yeah,
There we go.
coin. Yeah.
So, there we go. So, what's going to happen is there will be a topic. Say, example, we say VAR has spoiled the game. Okay. Then that's a topic that will come up. When I flip the coin, right, you will either say, I'm going to go first. Okay. Okay, just hold on, guys. Don't request yet. Let me just explain the rules. I see a request coming. Can we just cancel the request quickly, Brandon? Can you just cancel the request quickly? All the requests. So after I explain, you guys can then request. So what's going to happen is topic will come up. One of you guys will debate for that. So example, you say, no, I'm for VAR because VAR has actually been amazing and you'll give your pointers. Other person will debate and say, nah, he is against VAR, you know, he is because VAR has been messing up whatever. The person with the best argument will obviously stay in the box. The loser will go out and then the next opponent will come in. So you need to try and stay on as long as you can. in the box saying that you have got the best argument. You will literally have a minute. You will have a minute, all right? So that's how it's going to work. So you guys may go ahead and request. Let's get our first two people in.
So are you gonna? Oh, okay. Wait, no, never mind. Sorry. I'll quickly skip that. I hope TikTok doesn't say anything about alcohol or anything like that.
Oh, there we go. Okay, you guys may request, guys. You guys may request. Let's get requests in. You guys may request now. Let's get two contestants in. I'm using my other phone also now so I can see. All right,
Come on, Uncle Adil, you need to
who's
get
gonna be the
involved
first
there.
two contestants to come in? The first two contestants to come in. When we have two contestants. There we go. Someone is coming in. There we go. That's the first contestant, Adil. There we go. Only two at a time, Brandon. So the first two comes in.
Did you accept two already?
Yeah. No, I haven't accepted
Okay,
anyone.
cool.
Just accept the
Okay.
first two.
I see
So the
there's another
others,
one. Can I accept him?
no, only two. Only two. So we're gonna
Okay.
I get them into the line.
Okay.
All
okay.
right, let's see who's our first two people coming in.
And thanks for the compliment, Uncle Adil. I
Okay,
appreciate
there we go.
it.
Have you accepted anyone?
I didn't know if I was allowed to.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You must accept the first two. And then obviously that's how we're
There's
gonna
only
get
one
them in.
name that I see on the guest request.
Okay, so let's accept that one.
Okay.
Okay. Right, so there's one. Can we have another one? Anyone else? Can we have
Come
another
on,
one?
Uncle Adil, get in here, man.
Else? Can we have one more? Can we have one more person? Why are the guys fearing you, Nkanye? Nkanye, is the guys fearing you? What have you done to them that they are fearing you?
Maybe they are scared. Maybe they are
Yeah,
scared.
everyone was so brave. Everyone wanted to come in and talk, and now when it's debate time, like toilet paper on Black Friday, it disappeared.
Look, guys, what I'm going to say is, right, you don't need to have the world of football knowledge. So how it basically works, right? Let me use an example. If the topic on the wheel comes up and say, Brandon is not actually Brandon, he's actually Brendan, he's actually colored. Then I will say that I agree he's not colored. And Tanya will maybe debate, no, he is colored. Now I will say, the reason why I say Brandon is not colored is because he sits in restaurants, he never goes to the buy, he doesn't know the buy. So then I give my argument why I think he's not colored. Then Kanye gives his reason why I think Brandon is colored. And the best argument stays in the box and we'll spin a different topic. So at the end, if you have won the most, knocking your opponent out, you are the champion for the night. So it's a random topic. So that's basically what it is.
Uncle Adil said he requested, but I don't see.
I don't see you
I don't
either
see
with the
any
audio.
requests.
There
I
is
don't
two
see no
requests hanging in
requests.
there now. Let's see. That's what two requests hanging in there now. So let's see. Let me see if I can pick it up on my side. Let's see if I can pick it up. Come now. Let's see if I can pick it up. There we go. So yes, sir is in. Okay, yes, sir was the first person. So Adil. In fact, I'm going to accept Adil. I'm going to accept Adil. So let's get three people in the box. So Nkanye and yes, sir is the first two people. It's going to go up against each other. Adil will take him. Oh, shit, it was muting there. So Adil will take on the winner. All right. So we're going to flip the coin. Yes, sir, and Nkanye. I'm going to flip the coin, gentlemen. Nkanya, heads or tails, sir?
Tails.
Tails. All right, let's see what we've got. Tails it is, sir. Do you want to
Got
go
him.
first or do you want to go second?
Second.
You want to go second, sir. All right. Mr. Yes, sir. The topic that you guys are going to debate Is the EPL doing enough to prioritize racism? You are
Hectic, what a
going
start.
to, you are going to either prefer to argue against it or for it. So you're going to say that the EPL is doing enough, or you're going to say the EPL is not doing enough. Are you going to debate for or against?
I'm gonna go.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
go
no.
for it.
No, no, no. Mr. Yes, sir. You said you're going to go second. Sorry, Nkanya, you're going to go second, you said. Mr. Yes, sir, has got an opportunity to either select for or against.
So I would say 4.
Okay, so you're going to say the EPL is doing enough, sir. Your time
No,
starts in.
oh wait. I thought we're debating. I
Yes,
thought we're debating about
yes. You're
like
going to debate. You're going to debate. You're going to debate. Yes, the EPL is doing enough, and you'll give your pointers why. Or you're going to say the EPL is
okay.
not doing enough, and you're going to give your pointers. The best argument wins. So you're going to go for the topic or against the topic?
All right, I'll go 4.
For the topic, right? So your time starts in
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Comment section. I need you guys also to listen. We're going to get your votes, and we're going to vote as a panel as well. Go.
Yeah, remember guys,
Let me just
very
restart it.
important.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
it's
go on.
very important. This is you are voting for whoever puts forth the best argument. It's
Argument.
not it's not about
Who
what
you
you
like
think
more?
is actually right. It's about who is making the best argument here.
Argument.
That's it.
All right.
Just
So
to make
all
it
of them
clear.
has got the same thing. Right, sir? 3, 2, 1. Your time starts.
All right, no stress. As a Barca supporter, Spanish league supporter, I come from. This is just a point, right, Iggy and Brennan? So I would say, in terms of racism, where there has been fans and where they have pointed it out, fans have been given lifetime bans, 10-year bans, 15-year bans from stadiums, um, and even players like Suarez, for example, was given a eight game ban a few years ago. So I do think that they're not perfect. They'll never get it right. Racism is not something that you can always have under control, under your thumb. But I do think there's less racism in the EPL, and when there is, the EPL gets it right.
That's time, sir. Okay, everyone, you've listened to his argument. He's saying that they are doing enough. Mr. Nkanya, you will be going that the EPL is not doing enough, sir. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1. Go.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna start off by the Premier League is doing a joke by racism. First of all, the knee is not enough. Taking a knee is not enough of a signal to send to end racism, and also not enough arrest. I mean, people say arrest. I mean, you made arrest. You find someone, you ban him for 1 year. He comes back after 1 year. Is not sufficient enough. Not enough football clubs too are held accountable because most of these racist guys are season ticket holders, are guys that come there 20, 30 years, they're known in the ground that this guy does not like a particular race or color, but yet they still they let these people walk in, these people chant their songs. And also 1 month dedicated to racism is never enough because of the diversity in the Premier League. It's too diverse to only have 1 month of racism awareness in the Premier League. Thank you.
All right, and that is within his time, not even using his full minute. So, guys, we've heard both contestants. So, can I have a thumbs up? No. Can I have a thumbs up for Nkanye or a thumbs? No, no, no. Let's not do a thumbs up. What emoji have we got? What emojis have we got? Can we have what emojis have we have there? But let me see here. What emojis? Can we have okay, can we have a red heart for Nkanya and a blue heart for yes, sir? If you think Nkanya's argument was the best, a red heart, a blue heart. If you think yes, sir's argument was the best, you guys can vote. We got one red heart for Nkanya, another red heart for Nkanya,
Yeah,
another
Wow,
red for
Dominic.
Nkanya.
Nkanya. Okay. In fact, I'm gonna run
I
the
agree. I
timers in.
agree. He argued with
Another,
passion. I
another red
believed
dot.
you.
Another red dot. I'm gonna do it 30 seconds for the vote. Um, okay. So we're gonna do it only 30 seconds. So we got all red dots coming through. We got all red dots coming through. We got 8 seconds more. Any blue dots? All red dots? Boom, that's time. So, Mr. Nkanya,
Sure,
well
well
done,
done,
sir.
Kenya.
Well done, sir. You've actually won your first debate. Mr. Yes, sir, you can come in again, sir.
So Kenya will now be taking on Uncle Adil.
Indeed, indeed. He will be taking on Uncle Adil. We'll be taking on Uncle Adil. So, Mr. Adil, as the new person, sir, heads or tails?
Tails, please, Mr. Iggy.
Heads it is, Mr. Nkanya.
Second.
You're gonna go
Again, give
sick.
the
You're gonna go second again, sir. No problem.
yes.
Let me just put here Nkanya. Nkanya has got 1 win. Okay, one for Nkanya.
And Kenya, you're gonna have your work cut out for you against Uncle Adil. I'm just warning you, eh?
No, man. Don't scare the guys so much. Come
Okay,
on, guys.
sorry about that. So we got Nkanya. That's gonna go first. Okay, he's no sorry. He's gonna go second. So let's go over to let's remove that one quickly. Um, let's go and see what topic comes up. Why does coaches select certain players even if they are not good? Adil, you wanna go and argue for saying that coaches are correct in their selections, or do you wanna go and debate against coaches' selection?
I want to go against coach's selection.
Go against coaches' selection, sir.
Players,
In
just to be clear, I'm selecting against coach selection that players that is not so good, right?
yeah, so you're gonna vote. So you're gonna argue that coaches shouldn't be selecting players if they're not good. Right? And Kanya is
Yeah.
gonna
Okay, that's
go,
good.
and Kanya's gonna go that the coach is correct by their team selection. So he's gonna back the coaches, you're gonna be against the coaches, yeah? Are we good with that?
Okay, cool.
Cool. Right, your time
Yeah.
starts in 3, 2, 1, go, sir.
So my view is coaches that select players that are not that good is because either they are from the same nationality or because media hype. They are big players, they're not informed, but the coach will always select them. My view is players which should be elected on merit. So for my viewers, doesn't matter how big the player is, if he's not performing on song, he should be benched. Now the mistake coaches make, they select these players based on their social media platform, on their status, and it is wrong. If they're not performing, bench them. Typical example, Rashford, he hasn't been good for a while. Before Mourinho joined, when the other coach was there, he selected him all the time. He was not that good. So my view is, if a player, no matter how big he is, it can be Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, if they're not good enough, bench them. But they only select them because of what the media outflow would be or what the media would respond to say, yeah,
Thank
he
you,
wasn't
sir.
selected, that's why they
That will
lost.
be
So
your
that's
time,
it.
sir. Thank you so much for your argument. Mr. Kanya, you will be going in the next three.
Yeah.
Are you ready, sir? 3, 2, 1,
I'm ready.
go.
First of all, when a manager selects a player, if they are not good, is it's because they have knowledge that that player has done something for them in the past or has done something that they like in the past that fits their system that they want to instill into their team. Certain managers need certain profiles in their system. He mentioned it. I think I'm gonna use Anthony. Anthony for Ten Hag. Anthony was needed for Ten Hag to be a hard. He was a hard worker. He covered the yards. He pressed well for Ten Hag. Yes, he didn't attack. Yes, he was a flop. Yes, he wasn't good. But taking Anthony out when he's not playing good, let's say his first season, ruining his confidence like he did Ten Hag, saying he wasn't spun. Then Anthony went on a downward spiral after that. Didn't score. Scored 3 goals. Did the spin? Didn't score after that. You have to have confidence in your players. There's a reason why you pick this player. There's a reason why you chose him. There's a reason why you keep playing him. You saw something that fits and benefits your system to win trophies. Point blank period.
Okay, that's your argument,
Ooh,
sir.
this is a
These
this is a tough
guys,
one, guys.
these guys are getting heated over here. I see, Brandon.
Brandon, please don't comment. You're the coach. You're
Uh,
the judge. Please be neutral.
no, no, that's why we're saying, Mr. Adil. I see the guys. We were using the guys that are heated in general. So guys, I'm gonna start the timer. We're only gonna do 30 seconds for the vote. So the voting will start now. Red hearts for Nkania if he has the best argument. Blue hearts for Adil if he had the best argument. Go. Let's do the counting, Brandon. I'll count the red. You count the blue.
Mooncake, I will get you.
So there is two red dots. Brenda, can you count the blue ones? There's a blue one coming through there. So I've got two red dots, three red dots,
There's only one blue so far.
three red dots.
I
Three
love
more
it, guys. It's all
seconds.
about soccer. Whoever has the best
That will
argument,
be
that's what
time,
it's
sir.
about.
I've counted three red dots, sir. How many blue dots have you counted, sir?
It was only one.
Only
Now there's
one.
two.
Or is it two now? But it was out of the time. But still, we are looking at in the time. So Nkanya, well done, sir, on your second win. Mr. Adi, you can
Sure.
request again, sir. So we've got a new
Nkanya.
contestant coming in. That will we need to just put Nkanya down for 2 wins for the night. Okay. So new contestant, Mr. Nasser. Are we doing heads or tails, sir?
Let's go heads.
Heads it is. Tails it is, sir. Mr. Nkanya, would you like to go first or second?
I already know. Guess
Second.
first. Guess first.
Are you going second? All right.
Yes, I'm
So,
second.
Mr. Nasser, let's see what the topic is for you guys.
Can you make it a hat trick?
Is Declan Rice an overrated player? Mr. Nasser, are you agreeing he's overrated? Or are you going to be arguing he's not overrated?
I'm gonna say he is overrated.
He is overrated. So, you're going to be going for he is overrated, and Mr. Nkanya is going to go for he is not overrated. Nasser, your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so Declan Rice is a brilliant player. Don't get me wrong, even at West Ham. The reason why I don't say he's a world-class player is I feel like he has the English media hype. That's why he was costed 100 mil. Declan Rice, he didn't contribute enough to that Arsenal system for me to actually justify that he is actually worth his position and why Arsenal signed him. Yes, he done well in the Madrid game. He produced enough 2 goals, but I still think he's definitely overhyped because of him being English. He hasn't even achieved much on the international stage with England. So if we're talking about how much Arsenal paid for Declan Rice, which is 100 mil, I definitely do not think that he's worth that money. Don't get me wrong, he's not a bad player, but I've definitely seen better number sixes in the Prem than Declan Rice. So I'm definitely against the fact that Declan Rice, I'm for the fact that he is overrated, and I feel like, yeah, that's just how I feel about it.
That's time, sir. Thank you there, Mr. Co-host. I was just accepting someone else also in the process. So, Mr. Nkanya, you're going to go with Declan Rice is not overrated, sir. Your time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Declan Rice. Okay,
Go.
Declan Rice is a very basic player. He's a very basic and efficient player. He breaks up play. He passes 5 yards, so he's not a glamorous player. But what Declan Rice has added to his game this year, that cannot make him overrated is his set piece delivery. Outstanding, the best set piece delivery in the Premier League. Took James Ward-Prowse's mantle, took everyone's mantle. He's the best corner deliverer in the Premier League. And now Arsenal score more goals from the right-hand side corner. They don't use two lefties anymore. They don't have corners that go in one way anymore. And also, he covers meters. Declan Rice covers a lot of meters. He's captain material. He won the Conference League as captain of West Ham. This guy is not a scrub. Yes, his English is basic. English players are basic, so people say they're overrated. But if you're basic and efficient, you are good. Basic and efficient players are good.
That is time, sir. So we do have argument coming from Mr. Nkanye, argument coming from Nasser. I will be starting the timer 30 seconds. Brendan, you can count the blue hearts for me. I'll count the red hearts.
All right.
That one of Mr. Apote did not count, but we're going to start it right now. 3, 2, not even Moontex one
Warren
will
will
count
vote for
it.
Nasser.
So 3, 2, 1, start the vote now. I'll count the red ones. One red.
Guys, if you sent hearts before that, send them again. I've got 3 blues so far.
2 reds. I've got 2 reds. 3 reds. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 4 seconds. I've got 3 reds, 3 blues.
4 blues.
That's time, sorry. So let's just have a look quickly. Let's have a look quickly because we
Okay,
can't have the people. Hold on quickly.
Yeah, Ardil's thrown in a spanner in the works there.
Okay.
He voted twice.
Okay, let
so
me
it's
just
still
count
3
in.
blues then.
Okay, let me just count it again, Brandon. So Apotle, okay, that's 1. Red. Mooncake is a blue, it's 2. Sorry, red. Apotle 1. Mooncake 1 blue. Kagiso another blue, so it's 2 blue, 1 red. Adil another blue, so it's 3, 2, 1. 3 to 1. 3 to 1. Warren 3 to 2. Shiesty 3 to 3. Zoc 3, 4. So there's 4 red and 3 blue. 4 red and 3 blue. Alright, so I got 4 red and 3 blue. Well done
Wow,
to
it's a
Mr.
hat-trick.
Nkanye. That's a hat-trick for him. That's an hat-trick. Nasser, good argument, sir. We've got next coming in, Mr. Yes, sir. Mr. Yes, sir, coming in next. Guys, if we do the voting, then we just wait for the clock to start and only vote once. Okay? Mr. Yes, sir. Heads or tails, sir?
Heads.
Heads it is. Tails it is, sir. Mr. Nkanya, you're going first, you're going second.
Let's spice it up this time. Let me go first. Let me go
You're going
first.
first this time? Alright.
Yeah, let me
So
go first.
let's see what the argument is going to take us. Where are we taking these arguments to? Who will have the better legacy between Salah and KDB in the Premier League? So, Mr. Yes, sir, are you going to go argue that who will be? No, this actually needs to be changed. This is actually going to have to be changed because we can't.
Please,
This needs to be
Iggy.
changed. This needs to be changed because it needs to be. I'm gonna remove that one. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna remove that one. It's gonna make no sense. That one. Sorry, guys. That's gonna make no sense. Let's do a better one. Should the EPL limit the amount of money spent? Okay. So, are you going to argue? Oh, what is that noise? Shit. Okay, there we go. Now I can explain. Are you going to argue, yes, sir, that the EPL should limit teams on the amount of money spent, or are you going to say the EPL must not limit teams on money spent? Mr. Yes, sir?
I'll go for not limit.
Not limit. All
And
right.
I'll
So your teams, so your time. No, no, no. Not limit, and then Tanya's gonna go first, and Tanya's gonna argue they should limit. Tanya, your time starts in three, two, one, go.
Regulations in football. Otherwise, we'll have another Leeds, another Birmingham, another whatever. Football clubs cannot run unsustainably in the Premier League. Yes, the Premier League is a cash cow, but further down the line, you gonna the accountant is gonna catch up to you. Basically, you cannot run away from the accountant too long. Premier League has been overspending for years. A lot of clubs now are making millions and millions of losses. The Premier League needs a strict regulations on their spending. It's getting too out of control. They just hit 100 million on doubling's head, doubling 100 million. Is this what the league is becoming? Spending 100 million on average players. There needs to be a restriction of what teams can spend so that they won't do any more fraudulent dealings like Chelsea selling a hotel to themselves to pass PSR.
Okay, that's time, sir. That is time. Mr. Yes, sir. Your time. Are you ready, sir? We'll be starting in three,
you
two,
okay?
one, go.
Okay. I don't think it should be limited due to the fact that revenue what broadcast alone makes up for majority of what the team spend. In terms of the regulations, I understand cooking the books. There's an argument there. I think we can all agree. But what if you're looking at 3.5 billion pounds being split, which is fair amongst the 20 teams and the promoted teams, there shouldn't be a limit. I think it's only fair that I think most teams stay in their means. Besides your Chelsea's, sorry for the Man City fans, but every team stay within their means. Man United are in debt, but that's due to the Glazers taking out of the bank account. But there's no argument that it should be limited because the revenue is there.
That's time for you, sir. Indeed, that's time. All right. So,
Gu-
guys,
Now,
before
guys,
you vote,
again, I'm gonna say this again when you vote now, because I can see some of the things people have said in the comments. I don't think they're still quite getting it. It's not
okay.
what you think is the right answer.
Yeah,
It's who made the best argument. Because in
100%.
Kanya,
100%.
his opinion is actually the opposite of what he just said, but he's trying to argue for his point. It's
Yes,
about the best
100%.
argument.
100%. Guys, don't vote yet. So, like Brandon is saying, it's about the person that presented the best argument. So if you think that yes, sir, has presented the best argument, forget what you want, forget what you would have said, forget what is the rules. So it's about, did this guy have a better argument than the other guy? Okay, let me vote. And don't vote for someone you know. Oh, I know this guy. Let me vote for him. Let's keep it where they say that, you know what, this guy made the best argument. So that is what this is about. So we're going to do a 30-second again. We'll start now. Let's just see. Okay, I'm going to accept Adil's. Bring us over there. So, Brandon, we're going to start there by Adil. Anything from Adil going down. Let's just
Okay.
run it a full
Red out
minute,
for
man.
Nkanya, blue out
Yeah.
for yes, sir,
Let's just
guys.
let's just run the full minute, and I don't have to check this though.
Thank
So,
you,
right,
Adil, for
we got one for. I've got one red. You got two blue, right?
Two
Another red
blues,
over
yeah.
there. Two reds. I've got two reds. I've got. Please vote only once, guys. I've got two reds. You can just say yours also loud, Brendan, so we can just
Three
get
blues.
three reds. Got three reds. You got three reds. Three reds and three blue. Who will take
Yeah.
this one? 22 seconds. 20 seconds. Three red versus three blue. Who will take this one? Who made the best argument, guys? Not the
So I
person you
guess
like
if
the
it's a
most.
tie, maybe you and I will have to decide then,
Yeah,
Iggy, maybe.
100%. So we got three reds, three blues, three reds, three blues. What have we got coming through? And
Okay,
that is
it's
time.
up to us.
Boom.
So
Okay.
I think again, Nkanya made the best argument,
Okay.
especially knowing he didn't even believe in what he was saying, but he sounded so convincing. Like he totally sold me.
Okay. What also sold me about Nkanya, what sold me is that he made it believable that you know what, doesn't matter what they want to do is, but this is actually the thing that keeps the Premier League going. That is
Yeah,
what made me believe in it a bit more. So I
yeah.
guess we're in agreement. So we're gonna have Nkanya. He's doing 4 in a row. Next up we have
Sure.
Kagiso. So Mr. Yes, sir, please stay around, sir. Next up we've got Kagiso. So guys, I'm gonna explain again the rules. Let's first get the coin flip. Mr. Kagiso, welcome, sir. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is, sir. Right, sir. Would you like to go first or would you like to go second?
I'd like to go second.
You like to go second. Right, Mr. Kanye, you're gonna decide if you're gonna vote, if you're gonna argue against the topic or for the topic. Should KDB be considered the best midfielder in the Premier League? Are you going to argue he should be considered the best midfielder or against it?
Uh, I must say,
He
should.
should
I'm a
be
back end.
considered, right? So Kagiso, you're gonna argue against him being the best midfielder ever in the Premier League. So guys in the comment section, listen up. You need to listen who presents the best argument. Obviously the guys will give some facts, but they'll also fabricate some stuff to make it believable. So they will present their argument. Mr. Nkantle,
Yes,
your time starts in
yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, KDB is the best Premier League midfielder for one simple reason. He is the best player of the best team to ever grace the Premier League. They won 4 Premier Leagues in a row and 1 Champions League. Him being pivotal to that. Aston Villa 2-0 down, delivers the game-winning assist. This guy is he's just KDB. Newcastle last season comes back from injury, does the job. He is the best midfielder this Premier League has ever seen. He should have broke Thierry Henry's assist numbers, which would have buried this argument in one way. He is a better goal scorer than Gerrard, Lampard, and Scholes. He is a better playmaker than Gerrard, Lampard, and Scholes. The only thing maybe they have above him is defensively, but he's not that type of player. He's an imaginative player. He's a player that makes things happen, and he's the best player of the most dominant Premier League team. That's just it. That's my argument. Best player of the best Premier League team.
That's time, sir. So that was Mr. Nkanye's argument. So Mr. Kagiso, you're going to be arguing he is not to be considered the best midfielder in the Premier League history, sir. Your time, sir. Are you ready? Starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
I don't think he should be considered the best midfielder because midfielders cover a lot of areas in terms of defensive, attacking, and how they influence the team, how they influence matches. So we're limiting to the whole conversation to assists is not a thing that we should be doing. We should be looking how influential and important for that system, a certain system or a certain team to thrive. You know, the impactfulness of that certain player. You look at Joaquin, you look at Patrick Vieira. They did the defensive work. They did the dirty work. They stopped players from scoring against their teams. You know, those things are as well that should be included. They should be included in those conversations because of what they did.
There we go. That's time. Guys, before we start the vote, so again, we've listened to Kanye's argument. We've listened to Kagi's argument. It's all about who argued the point the best in your opinion, not on what you wanted to hear. So again, what they have argued. We're gonna start off with 1 more minute. Red hearts for Nkanya if you think you had the best argument. Blue hearts for Kagiso if you think you had the best argument. Timer starts now.
One blue.
One red, two reds, come on, guys, let's get the votes going. Let's get the votes going.
Come on,
We
come on,
got a
come on, come on,
two, we
come
got
on.
a red and a blue. We can only have one, either red or blue. So we got
Come
two
on,
reds.
G-Force.
You got one blue. I've got two reds. You got one blue, right? I've got two reds. That two of G-Force, we need to decide. Three red over there coming through. We got three reds. 12 seconds left. Three and
Two
two.
blues.
Okay. Three versus two. 5 seconds. Three versus two. That will be time. So we got three against two. Mr. Kagiso. Good fight, sir,
5
from
in a
your side.
row.
5 in a row indeed. This guy's on fire, Mr. Kagiso. You can hop in again, sir. We got next up Nasser coming back again. He's not letting it go. So for guys in the comment section, please hop into the box, request, come in. I'll explain the rules again. There's going to be a topic. You're going to either go and argue for the topic or against the topic. You need to make this topic believable. All right. So, Mr. Nasser, are we going heads or tails, sir?
We're gonna go heads.
Please make the people in the comment section believe. Heads it is. And make the panel believe, because if we have to decide the deciding vote, then we're going to pick out on what you made us believe. So heads it is. Who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
You go first, not wasting any time. Mr. Nkanye, you will decide if you're going to be arguing against or for the topic. Does officials favor teams? Let's leave the why. Does officials favor the teams? Are you going to go and argue, yes, they are? Or are you going to argue, no, they're not?
I'm gonna argue no, they're not.
No, no, Mr. Nkanye needs to do that one, and then you go first, sir. So remember, you had the go ahead.
No, they don't favor.
They
No,
don't favor. So,
that was it.
Nasser, you're going to go for yes, officials does favor teams. Your time, sir, starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as you know, there's a lot of, like, should I say, officials that's from actual towns like Liverpool, Manchester. So by them officiating a club which they are based from, they're gonna have that bias, you know. Even though I'm not from, maybe I'm not a supporter of Man U, but because I was born there, I'm automatically gonna have some type of bias towards that club. Or if I'm maybe a Liverpool fan and I'm maybe born in Manchester, but because I'm against Everton, automatically I'm going to be biased for Everton. So officials can have that effect on the way games are officiated. They might not show it in the way they officiate, but they can be biased in their decision making and whether it's with VAR or with the actual decisions on the field. So I definitely think that officials do and they have their bias to teams which they kind of have affiliations towards. So yeah, definitely I'm against that. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. You actually safeguard me there because I was about to kind of interrupt you because I didn't start the time in time. So thank you for picking that up as well. What a contestant, being very fair. And that's what we like, the honesty and the fairness. And he debated from the heart. Mr. Nkani has been debating from the heart for 5 in a row. Yeah. So let's see if we can make it 6 in a row. Comments, please take note. We're going to have Nkania. 3, 2, 1, go, sir.
First of all, I want to debunk this argument of if you live in Manchester, you referee Manchester, you cannot referee a team that you support or in the surrounding areas of you that you support. You cannot referee a team. You cannot the referee that was on the overlap spoke about that you cannot do that, and the prim and also normal biases exist due to interactions. So let's go back to the drama story. The referee was Jurgen Klopp. He had a bias towards Liverpool because of interactions with Jurgen Klopp. So those biases are caused by having these interactions and seeing the patterns in the games. Seeing Bruno is a diver. Now you keep on penalizing Bruno. It's not penalizing Manchester United. It's penalizing these players and their patterns they have on a pitch. Referees notice these things. Referees aren't blind. They notice these patterns. They aren't necessarily biased towards the team. They just are biased towards the player and the actions.
And that will be time, sir. Thank you so much. So, guys, before I start the clock with the voting, so if you think that Nasser Nakes made the best argument, when I start the clock, you can do a blue heart. When you think Tanya had the best argument, then you can do the red heart. We will be starting the clock in 3, 2, 1, go. Brandon, blue hearts, I'll count the red ones. I've got one red one coming through.
One blue. Two blues.
Two red. I've got
No
two red. You
G-force,
can't
not
vote against
twice.
G-force. I've got two red coming through. How many blues you got? I've got two red coming through. Let us put the bias aside indeed. We got 12 seconds more. We got two red. We got two blue. We got 4 seconds. Please don't leave it up to the panel. I got two red. You had two blue?
Yep. I know this is a tough one, eh?
It is definitely a tough one. What I like about both presented the argument, but the one thing that stood out for me was when Tanya used the information to his advantage, where he spoke about how David Coot was exposed through social media. He actually used something that makes it believable, saying, but the referee is not blind. They are there to penalize these players. What I liked about Nasser's argument was that where he said that there is a biasness, that if a referee is born from a city, right, because he's born there, he can be biased towards that. So Nasser spoke a lot about that. But what I take in that the only thing for me that slightly is it because Tanya used a lot of different other examples. That was the only thing. He used a lot of different other
He-
examples, but Nasser used a lot about that biasness of refs from the city and that.
Yeah,
So
see now this is tough for me because
it's
I'm kind
tough.
of
That's what I'm
leaning
saying.
towards Nasser,
That's what I'm saying.
just
It's
because
like tough.
I like the fact that, remember, Nasser thought he was arguing for the other one, and then at the last second it was a mistake, and we said no, actually, Nkanya is choosing first. So Nasser had to quickly come up with a whole different argument because he actually wanted to argue for the other one.
Mm,
So I like that he was able to come up with all of those things quick.
mm,
But it was also good strategy from Nkanya to then take the one Nasser wanted, you know. So it was a good battle.
mm.
I'm sort of leaning towards Nasser, you
Okay.
leaning towards Nkanya. So I don't know what that means now because again now we tied.
Okay, then we tied. Um,
Unless it's going to have to go to the flip of that coin. They both choose a side or something. I don't know.
um, I think we're going to give them another round
Okay.
for a different topic because it was tough,
Okay.
like, so we're gonna
Yeah, that
give them
was
a
a tough
different
one.
topic.
You both did well, guys. You both did very
Yeah,
well.
so well done, guys. We're trying to be as unbiased as possible. So well done. So flip of the coin. Who flipped the coin earlier on? Nasser. Nasser, you want to flip again? You want to give Kanye this time an opportunity?
I'll let Nakanya decide heads or tails.
Okay, Kanye, you wanna go for it, sir?
Tails.
Tails. It's Nasser, you want to go first? You want to go second?
I would want to go first again.
You want to go first again? Nkanya, you will decide to either argue for the topic or against the topic. Should the EPL be more chilled over players' celebration? So are you saying that the EPL should be chilled over player celebration, or they must not be chilled over player celebrations? What are you arguing for?
Maybe tough say not be chilled, not be chilled, not
Not
be
be
chilled.
chilled, so they be more strict about player celebrations. You're saying they should
Yes,
more
yeah,
strict. Nasser,
yeah.
you're saying they should not be strict over player celebrations. Nasser, your time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
So the reason why I think players' celebration should not be why they should not be more strict is basically the fact that um, sometimes a player just wants to have a bit of fun, a laugh, or maybe I know there was a one celebration that Cunha made with a little boy that was cancerous, and he made a celebration of a hand signal, like signalizing to that person, like to show that look, I'm supporting you. But we, as good as the fans, could maybe take it as a gang sign or any other, description. But there's a soft side to it, or should I say, there's also like a human side to why those players have a celebration. And maybe it's a childhood memory that they had. There's always a reason as to why there's a celebration. So I feel like they shouldn't be that strict. Look, there's always a deeper meaning as to why those guys celebrate in the way they do, whether it's a gun sign or a heart, but there's a deeper meaning to it.
Thank you, Nasser. That will be your time, sir. So, Mr. Nkanya, you're going to argue the other way, sir. People in the comments, please listen. Make our jobs easy so that we don't have to get involved. Otherwise, it looks like we're favoring anyone. So please listen up. We're going to do the voting very, very soon. Mr. Nkanya, 3, 2, 1, time starts, sir.
The Premier League should be very strict on celebrations because we never know what supporters can do. It can cause bunch of riots. We've seen it happen before. We've seen it happen to Jack Grealish where a player celebrates, a supporter gets angry, runs on a pitch, does something to the player. The ratio of supporters to security guard, it is not sufficient enough in the Premier League for there to be unruly celebrations. We saw what happened with what's his name, the guy that ran to Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans getting angry. Arsenal fans almost jumping over the board of the Man City Stadium. It can cause lots of violence because some fans come drunk, some fans come high, some fans come moody, some fans come, with different emotions, and they're provoking them for something they love the most. Those fans can lose their head fast and can cause a riot fast, and it can turn ugly very fast. We've seen it a lot.
That is your time, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Comments?
Who are you gonna vote
Another,
for, guys?
another, another tough debate before we
Yeah,
vote. Please, again, it is the person you think presented his argument the best. We're gonna start the clock. I need red for Nkanye and I need blue for Nasser. Brandon, I need you to count the blue. We're gonna start three,
cool.
two, one, go.
Let's see those votes, guys.
There we go. Start, right, there we go.
1 blue, 2 blue. Nasser going for the tugging on heartstrings approach, and Kanya going for the this is going to cause riots approach. Who's going to come out on top?
1 red.
3 blues.
35 seconds. 3 versus 1. 3 blue, 1 red. 28 seconds. 22 seconds. 3 blue, 1 red. 19 seconds. 3 blue, 1 red.
Come on, guys, let's
12
see those votes.
seconds. 8 seconds. 3 blue, 1 red. 3 blue, 1 red. That will be time. Looks like we've got someone that has knocked Nkania out. Let me just put Nasser.
But well done in Kanya, 5 in a row. That's going to be tough to beat. We've had a
It is the
strong start
two
to our debate
gentlemen.
segment.
Only 7 vote with the ideal. That's why I don't want to drag it out, you know. People are gonna just sit in there. They are not really gonna interact, but it's okay. We've got some people in the waiting area, Brandon. So Mr. Nkania, thank you, sir. Please say in the comment section, sir. Thank you. It was a very, very good fight from your side, sir. Is there people in the comment section? I mean in the waiting area.
I think we might need to call it there, Iggy. So
Yeah,
we're
I'm
in an
just
hour and a half.
yeah, I'm just saying that we are an hour and a half here. Hour and a half into it. I just want to see
But
who is
Nasser,
in
that
there.
means that you better be a next episode because you'll
I'm
carry on
gonna
over as
I'm gonna
the
explain that now, yeah.
chap.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna explain that now. So we got Adil and yes, sir. Okay, can we do 2 more? Is it okay with you, Brandon? Can we do 2 more?
Yeah, if it's okay with everybody else, yeah. If
Okay.
Nasser's cool, bang again.
Okay, so we just do this is gonna be the last 2 guys that's gonna come in. Adil and yes, sir. That will be the last 2. So before we get to this 2, so hey, yes, sir's always got a bit of a thingy there. So guys, firstly, I want to say thank you to everyone. We've hit 21K likes. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
flip, guys.
all the support, for those gifting as well. I appreciate it. Thank you for the voting. Thank you to everyone. So what I want to say is that's going to be the last 2. So at the moment, Nkanya is currently the first champion of the debate because he's got 5. Nasser has got currently 1. So if Nasser can win this 2 as well, then it will be 5-3. Then next week, Nasser and Nkanya will come back. But then Nkanya will go into next week as the defending champion. But Nasser then can knock him out, and Nasser will then go in with 4 for the new episode.
Iggy, sorry, I gotta argue a bit, right, guys? This is a knockout round. This is not a how much you got, how much you won. So I'm just trying to clarify, guys. I'm just being very fair.
No,
It's a
sure.
knockout round, so it doesn't matter if you win 10. If you get knocked out, you're knocked out.
No,
So
sure.
you
But
cannot
Adil,
say.
but listen what I'm saying,
I just
Adil.
I'm just asking the point. There's
Yeah,
no. It's a
I'm
knockout.
gonna I'm gonna explain to you. It is a knockout. It is a knockout, right? But remember, someone could be running the whole night and maybe like 10, and
But it
someone
doesn't
comes.
matter. Then
Wait,
it
just give me a
shouldn't be.
second.
Then you should
Yeah,
Adil,
change.
but we're just keeping them
Adil,
in the history books, Adil, as
Adil,
like the
give
person
me a
who's won
second.
it the most.
Give me a second. So
That's it.
basically, before I end it off, right? The last person that's on here, he go and play next week. He's gonna go play next week, all right? As
Okay, for
a
clarification, Iggy, for clarification, right? Then it's
mm,
not called a knockout stage. It's most probably you gotta say it's based on win percentage. Because
yes,
if I won 4 for the night and I get knocked out, and the next guy only wins 2, and the competition ends, that means the following week the guy with the 4 will go through, irrespective of the guy that with the 2 still won.
okay. That's
Because
also
knockout
that's
means,
also
you know,
that's also a good thing.
I'm
Okay,
just
so
saying knockout in my head, knockout in my head, it doesn't mean if like Liverpool they won right through the Champions League,
okay,
they got knocked out, they're out.
okay,
Sorry,
okay.
Iggy,
Brandon. I
All
had
right,
to
no,
Iggy
it's
and
put the
fine.
Brandon,
example
sorry,
in
That's
there.
fine. That's fine.
sorry,
Just hold on
Iggy,
quickly, guys. Hold on quickly. Hold on
Iggy,
quickly, guys. I just noticed something else here, right? So Riyadh, that's actually a cool one. So the person that that is the last man standing for tonight, he comes in next week and he starts the show next week, right? Because he was the last man standing. But on the night, we're gonna have the person with the longest winning streak. I like
Then
that
it's
one,
not
Riyadh.
knockout.
Yeah,
Then we should rather call it
Iggy,
it's win
Iggy,
percentage.
sorry.
yeah.
My comments have been muted. For the 3-3 debate, I went what I would have went with NASA. So
Okay.
I did send you a message. So I wasn't allowed to vote. I would have went with NASA in the previous debate before this one.
Okay.
So it would have
All
been
right,
four
cool.
three.
So
I did send you a
guys,
I think,
personal
yeah,
message.
Iggy, sorry, last point I want to make, right? It's all good and fair, guys. I
yeah,
love the way it's evolving. This whole thing is evolving. But I think, in fairness, because a guy like me sitting out here, if it's knockout, it's knockout. If it's a win percentage, let's clarify that. And we know going forward, the guy with the win string, the longest win string,
mm-mm. Adil,
Be it strict, we will go through to the next round. Yeah, you know
Adil.
what?
No,
Yeah,
but
It's just about motivation. It's just saying when you
just
come
hear
in,
me
like,
out, please.
listen, this is the guy with the longest streak. Try see if you can beat him. It's just
No,
as a motivation.
just hear me out, please, because I actually got the idea from the yard. The concept is still the last man standing. That concept still stays. Okay. So whoever, why is this thing not doing this with me? Come on, man. Sorry, man. Let me just quickly do this quickly. Okay, there we go. All right. So what's going to happen is the last person of tonight, he will go next week. He will start the show because it is a knockout stage. So the last person will always be the person that's going to go into the next round because he was the last person tonight. But
okay.
next week, right, we will also mention on the night we had a record from this particular opponent. He had 5 in a row. Let's see if you can break that record on the
Okay.
new
Okay,
show.
fine.
G4.
Does that
Iggy,
make sense?
Iggy and Brennan.
100% Iggy. I just wanted to clarify that, because no, it's fine. It's no issue about mentioning whatever. But
Mm.
like I said, guys, if we clear it's a knockout, it's a knockout. Doesn't
No, sure.
matter. I don't like using this example, but Liverpool is a good example to use for the Champions League, right? They won everything and then they got knocked out.
Mm.
So it's again 11 unbeaten, but you still go through. I got no issue of mentioning. But if we're gonna say
100%.
this is a knockout competition, I'm not. I'm just trying to be straightforward. I don't like
Okay.
complications. If
No
it's a
trouble.
knockout, but if you said it's a win, then it would be cool with me because Nakandla should be going up against Nasser in the next round in the next week
Okay.
because he's got an unbeaten streak. You know what I mean, Iggy?
No.
It's just
He
technical.
is
It's just being technical.
he is not gonna go up against Nasser if he's the first one that comes in. What I'm saying is I've just said everything stays the same. It's a knockout. Last man standing.
Okay.
The
No,
last
no, then
person of
100%,
tonight, he will start next week's show. The last person of tonight start next week's show. But
100. I get it.
we will just give a shout out to Nkanye or Nasser to say, guys, last week there was a winning streak of 6 or 7. Try and break that streak tonight so we can have a new winning
Like
streak.
Liverpool, like
Yeah,
Liverpool in the Champions League. Yeah,
100%.
we just have to,
Anyway,
we have to
let's
make
get
an
this going
example.
Iggy,
quickly. Let's get it going.
Iggy,
Let's get it going.
before
Yeah,
we go ahead, Iggy,
yeah.
the debate of the fan celebrations with NASA. I would have went with NASA, but my comments were
Thanks,
muted
Riyadh.
No
for the
problem.
entire
No
live.
problem. No
No
problem.
stress,
So,
brother. At least he
so how
won
do
the
we
last
take
one
that
in
into
here.
consideration?
No,
So,
but he still won on the night. He still won on the night now with the fan celebration.
okay,
That's why he's here.
okay, no
100%.
stress.
All right. So, Mr. Yes, sir. Heads or tails, sir? Let's end it off with you and Adil and Nasser. Heads or tails?
Yes,
This is a
yes.
three-way.
No, no, no. You after this, Adil. You after this.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Mr. Yes, sir. You wanna
Yes,
go? You wanna go first? You wanna go second?
Brendan, don't be like that.
I'll go second.
You're gonna go second. Nasser, he's gonna go second. Let's see what your topic is, Nasser. You're gonna go first. Let's see what your topic is, sir. Oop. Is Trent the best fullback? Are you gonna agree, sir, he's the best fullback? Or are
He
you
is.
gonna disagree? He's not the best fullback.
Okay, I love Trent, but I'm gonna disagree. He's not the best
You're
fullback.
gonna disagree. So you're gonna go and you're gonna argue he's not the best fullback.
Correct.
Mr.
100%.
Yes, sir,
He's Trent.
you're gonna argue he is the best fullback. All right.
Iggy, before we go ahead, right? Sorry to break up the live and prolong it because I'm on the same page as NASA. So, like, how do we go ahead with this?
No,
No, but
sir.
that's not what it's about. It's just
That's not
about
what it's
making the
about.
best argument. It's not about what you
You
actually
must make
think.
the best argument, sir.
Okay,
Remember,
okay.
this
You
thing
come
is
here for
about
debate.
you
Okay,
are you
okay.
are literally telling people in the comment section, guys, I'm making the best argument. You say, you know what? Trent is the best fullback. You want to win this, sir. You must make us believe this, right? Nasser is going to say Trent is not the best fullback, right? We'll hear the argument. Who's going first again?
Nasser.
Nasser. Nasser, you're going first, sir. Make us believe why you think Trent is not the best fullback.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a Liverpool supporter. I love Trent, right? The reason my argument is why Trent is not the best fullback. My first pointer is a fullback should be able to defend. Yes, Trent gets a lot of assists. He gives a lot of output on the top of the field, but he costs Liverpool a lot at the back. And when someone asks me, what do you want in a fullback? I want a rounded player. I want someone that's going to cover me at the back. I don't want to be exposed. Yes, I'm scoring 5 goals in front, but I'm being exposed at the back. So Trent is a brilliant output player. Yes, brilliant, but in defending, a fullback needs to defend. There's a lot of players even that's more solid in defense, such as Ben White, Reece James, Carval. Look, they might not have the same output as Trent, but in defending, they're going to do a job. And a fullback needs to defend. So I'm not going to be biased. Trent, you're a great player, but you are not the best fullback. That's my argument.
Oh, Nasser doing it in less than a minute. Let's reset
Shoo.
the clock. Nasser, what an argument. Mister, yes, sir. You're gonna have to convince everyone after that argument that you believe Trent is the best fullback. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay, so why I would say Trent is the best fullback is because not only is he able to attack, he's able to adapt to a midfield role which should have been put in a long time ago. Free kicks, corners. I would agree his defense is not the best, but he is versatile in many aspects. So I would say he's the best. I wouldn't say of all time. I would say at the moment, I don't think there's a lot that comes close. Maybe top three. Maybe there's three players that you can argue Trent is in the same bracket with. But I would say he's the best fullback. His defense, yeah, it's a downside. But then you have your Konate or Virgil covering for him. Uh, but in terms of output, I don't think we've seen anyone in Liverpool or
And that's
let's
time
say
for you,
EPL
sir.
history.
Thank you, sir. That's
It's
time for
behind.
you,
Looks
sir.
behind. It's behind on my side, but okay. Yeah.
That's time, sir. So comments, I'll be starting the timer now, and then we're gonna end of the night with whoever is the winner of this clash. So when I start the time, you need to say to yourself, did Nasser present the best argument by saying Trent is not the best fullback? Or did yes sir present the best argument that Trent is the best fullback? Your time starts in 3. I need red for yes sir, blue for Nasser. Go. Blue's your thing, Brandon. I'll do the red.
One blue.
You can still vote G-Force. Two
Two
blue. Okay,
blues.
so that's for you. Sorry. One red coming through.
Three blues.
20-second. One versus three. One red, three blue. One red versus three blue. Who will survive this cut?
Four blues.
One versus four. One red versus four blue. 12 seconds. Who made the best argument? We got one red and four blue. 4 seconds. And that
Well done,
will
Nasser.
be
Well done.
time. So Nasser has got a winning streak of 2. Alright, so Mr. Yes,
Na-
sir. Thank you, sir. We're gonna
Nasser,
have the
I
final
could
clash.
I could fully hear you saying you are going to Madrid, you bastard. I could fully hear you saying that.
Look, I could be a bit biased because I know at the end of the season he's not our player anymore, so it's fine. But you know what,
Right,
Brandon?
so
I
we're
don't
gonna
go
have
based
the
on stats,
final
so
clash for the evening. We're gonna have the final clash, and then we're gonna be ending off the night. Again, I wanna say thank you to everyone that came out in the numbers by hitting 21K likes, by supporting the live, tapping the screens, sharing it, whatever. So thank you to everyone. So this is the final clash. So Nasser is just one. But if Nasser get knocked out now against Adil, Then Adil will go next week and he will defend himself starting off the show as the defending champion, last man standing. But at the moment, the longest winning streak that will get a shout out will be in Tanya with 5 in a row. Unfortunately, Nasser cannot overtake that, but we will just give a shout out to Tanya next week for doing 5 in a row, and we'll see who can do better than 5 in a row next week. All right. So we're gonna flip the coin, Adil, as the new contestant. Heads or tails, sir?
Tails, Mr. Iggy.
Tails it is, sir. Would you like to go first or would you like to go second?
A true Man United supporter always go first.
First it is, sir. Nasser, you have an opportunity, sir.
Goes
You
first out of
either,
competitions or what?
you either, Nasser,
Brendan,
can
please, yeah,
vote
be
that you're
impartial.
gonna be voting, you're gonna argue for the topic or against the topic, Nasser. Let's see what's your topic. Why does players flop at certain clubs? Nasser, are you gonna argue why does players flop at certain clubs? Or are you
I don't,
gonna
I don't understand. I
argue?
thought I won. I said
No,
first.
no, you selected to go first. But now
Yeah.
the topic, Nasser gets to choose. So
Okay. Okay.
that's how
Sorry.
it works.
Sorry.
Just to give everyone a fair opportunity. So, Nasser, you can either say why. So you think players will always flop at certain clubs, or you can argue against it that players doesn't flop at certain clubs.
I'm for. I'm all the way for this topic.
Four. So
This is a cut topic.
Adil, you're gonna have to prepare yourself, all right, and give us a tone on why you think players is not flops at clubs. All right. So Adil, your time starts. 3, 2, 1, go.
So my view is players don't flop at clubs because the players don't fault, but the managers. A player comes into a club with highly skills. Look at Anthony. Look at the guys. Una. Look at the guys that came into our club. The problem is managers don't play them in the right positions. They don't play them in the right style, based on the player's experience. So players is world renowned. They come into a club, they can perform well, and all of a sudden they flop. Like Sancho, he came from Bayern, he came down to us. He was not played in the right position. He was not played the way he played in his previous club. So I think that's the biggest mistake our managers makes. They don't look at the experience of players and the expertise of players. So you come into a club, this player is brilliant in the midfield. They play him on either left back or right back. I mean forward. So that's all I got to add. I'm not going to add anything further.
Okay. Adil does it in less than a minute. All right. So this will be the last two contestants. All right. We will be back next week again. All right. So Nasser, you're going to be arguing that players do flop at clubs. Your time is going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, why players certainly flop at certain clubs is managers play them out of different positions, right? So maybe a striker gets played on the wing, a wing gets played in the midfield. That's one of the reasons why players flop at a certain club. Another reason why players will flop at a certain club is if I maybe United and you Arsenal. So I heard you want to sign Cunha. Now I want to sign Cunha because I want to spite you, not because I need Cunha. Cunha might not even suit my system, but because you heard, United want him, now all of a sudden Liverpool also want him. But that player doesn't actually suit the system, right? So then they end up flopping at that club because he doesn't suit the system. And also because there's pressure on players, they flop. Look at Anthony, he's a brilliant player in the Eredivisie. Comes to United, he flops. Why? Because he plays for United. So same as Darwin Nunes, there's too much weight on their shoulders, hence they flop. So there's too many reasons as to why players would flop at certain clubs.
And that will be time, sir. What an eventful debate we had. I think people are starting to get the
Indeed.
hang of it,
Yeah.
understanding that you just have to make your statement and your argument believable. Because if you make it believable, the crowd believes you and the crowd votes for you, and you can then be the last man standing for the night, like tonight. We'll see who's going to be the last man standing. Of course, with the votes. So we're going to have red ones for Adil, blue for Nasser. I'm going to start the timer. 3, 2, 1, go.
Iggy, you got to give Brendan a bit of a airtime now, because I know he's itching to say something there. Please give him a moment.
No,
I want
no,
at
no,
least
I don't want to
I
say
want at least
anything.
2 minutes from Brendan just to
I don't want to
close
say
off the
So
case.
I've
anything.
got
Come on,
red
Brendan.
coming
One
through,
blue.
2 reds coming through, 2 reds coming through,
2 blues.
2 reds and 2 blues, right? Okay. We got 31 seconds. Comment section, 2 red, 2
Okay, I'm
blues.
red.
I've got 2 reds
Come on,
coming
guys, red.
through. I got 2 reds coming through. 18 seconds, guys. We got 2 reds and 2 blues. 18 seconds. We got 10 people in the comment
Come
section.
on, guys. Come on, guys.
So we got 2 reds and 2 blues. We got 10 people in this live, but only 4 people voted. 10, and that will be time. Let's go through.
Great.
Let's go through. Let's go through. Let's see. So what do we have? Let me just double check them. Kagiso had the red. Riyad had the blue. Zifos had the red, so that's 2 and 1. And Kanya had the blue, so that's 2 and 2. So that is 2 and 2. This is a tough one. Both of them had valuable points.
Yeah, I'm trying to separate what I actually
Hmm.
think versus what was the best argument. It's difficult. I
For
think you
me,
guys both had good arguments.
they both had good arguments because what stood out for me, I'm just gonna take bullet points. What stood out for me, right? The bullet point on Adil was because he went first, obviously, was where he spoke about coaches playing players out of position. They've been good at their previous clubs, but then the coaches actually messed them up. Then Nasser's argument was that the clubs they go to, the weight that hangs on that players,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
and they have been great. And now he used the example as well where he used players that's gone from those clubs again, go to other clubs. So that was a bit of a, it's like there. So don't want to say I lean towards this one, I lean to that one. Guys, we got 10
Uh,
people in the comment section. You guys need to make our life a bit easier, but you need to listen and see which is more convincing for you.
yeah, so I'm actually gonna go with Uncle Adil, but I agree with Nasser.
Hmm.
But but I like Uncle Adil's points, so I'm gonna go with Uncle Adil.
I'm basically both as that brilliant two arguments. Both of them had brilliant two arguments, right? But because I am on the fence on this one, okay, I can't decide, and you have made the decision between the two, okay. We're going to then go on uh your final vote on that one because I am not staying out of it because I don't want to vote, but that is the point as I
You've
basically have.
thrown me under the bus.
No, not really. I don't want to do that. But you know what? Let's do the same like we did the other one.
I'm sorry, Nasser. I love you, brother.
We can either do it that one that way again, but like I say that I'm not throwing you under the bus. But if we both had to do a vote like two different, then I would say that yeah, we're gonna have to let him go again. But I really like both of the argument.
Yeah.
But you
No, I agree.
obviously
I also like
leaning
both.
towards the one. So for this one, we're gonna have Adil with the last man standing. Nasser, good fight from you. Good fight from Adil. Good fight from Kanye. Good fight from everyone that came in. But next week we'll give a shout out to Kanye. Just to give him a shout out so everyone knows there's a winning streak to be broken of 5. So Adil will go in next week with 1.
Thank you,
He's got
Kagiso.
5 more to actually put a new winning streak on. Okay? So Brendan, I know I've said a lot. I was a bit all over the place because it was something new. But yeah, floor's
No,
yours,
it was
sir.
awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. Over 21k likes. So many people coming to the box. I mean, honestly, Iggy and I hardly had to do anything, to be honest. So you guys made it really easy for us, and it was a joy hearing everyone's opinions, and it was a joy seeing everyone debate. And let's do the same next week again. I'm looking forward to it.
100%. All right, so Nasser, as the okay, Nasser has gone out quickly. Adil, as the guy going into the last man standing for next week. All right. Any final thoughts from you? I'll get some people in just to give their final thoughts on tonight's podcast, and then I'm gonna end it off. Let's just accept them, give their final thoughts. Adil, final thoughts from you?
Okay, first of all, thanks Iggy, Brendan, and to the podcast because this is actually the slot of the podcast. I must say, guys, once again, Iggy, thank you for mixing it up. This is a brilliant concept. A lot of fun we've been having, and I want everybody to always remember what we do is for the love of football. It's not about who we support, but let's be realist and always do everything for the love of football. Yes, there's going to be times we root for our teams, but you know, this what you've done tonight is bringing all fans together, and we just sharing knowledge of football and debating on a healthy manner. So thanks, guys.
100%.
Appreciated to both of you, and you know, keep on going, guys. I love this what you're doing. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Uncle Adil.
Thank you,
Thank
Adil.
you.
So we'll see you next week,
Iggy and
Adil. Give me
Brendan.
1 second, Delmin.
Okay.
Adil, there's a little bit of a jab thrown at you. So the man is going to be back next week. So you need to make sure you are here to be taken out. So just saying, have a good evening, Adil. Thanks for the kind words. Mr. Delmain, the floor is yours, sir.
Iggy, my comments have been muted for the live, as I mentioned. I went with NASA for that
Okay.
one.
All right.
So,
Got
I
you.
mean, come on.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Let's be fair. Can we be fair? My first vote towards NASA with the fan celebration didn't count in now this one. So
I'm
let's
not
be
too
fair.
sure. I don't think anyone would have
I had,
muted your
I have a
comments.
screenshot. I have a screenshot. I have a
Can I
screenshot.
say something quick, guys, as well?
Sure.
Look,
Go
with
for it.
Dijk and Brandon, I'm not a sore loser, right? But I know the first round that I went up against Nakanya, Warren said he thought I'm red. So that was also a bit of a confusion. So, but I'll take the loss. I'm not here to win or lose. I'm here for fun. But it's just another thing I picked up.
Iggy, Nasser, my brother, Nasser, can I say something, right? Let's make this interesting. Iggy, we are loyal supporters. Let's just start a round of with me and Nasser next week. Is that
Yeah,
okay,
that's
guys?
fine.
That will be cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then the
Nasser,
winner
my brother.
can then go straight into
No,
Nakanya.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fine.
let's do that. Let's do that.
That's fine. I'm
So,
happy with
And
that.
let's
Happiness,
all put in
everyone?
money just to help sort out Warren's color blindness as well. Let's just
Okay.
make a deposit.
Okay, can we? Okay, I'll
100%.
sponsor his
Iggy,
next. I'll sponsor his
Yes, Delmain.
trip to the ophthalmologist.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
sir. You bring
okay.
out the fancy words. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
My vote wasn't
All
twice
to do
counted
with the
tonight,
eyes,
right?
Brandon. All to do with the eyes.
100%. Delmain, I'm not sure if it's maybe TikTok that's maybe messing around. That's something that's out of my control.
No, my comment was muted throughout the live. My comments. So for the two that went for NASA, it wasn't counted.
But who muted
The
you?
last round I would have went for NASA. And also, if maybe just a suggestion, maybe more open besides EPL, if I can throw that in there.
Yeah, look, so see, for
Let's.
now, Delmain, we're just doing EPL because a lot of people are watching EPL. But as we go along, we will see what kind of fans comes in, if they are watching more of the other leagues as well. Because I also watch a little bit of the other leagues as well. So if we see it's those kind of fans as well, we will definitely pull that information in as well. But
Iggy,
90% of people are only watching Premier League.
sorry, can I just add something?
Iggy, Nasser, Mr. Yes, just to clarify, right? So we've actually sorted it out. I don't know if you were listening, but
Yeah.
we are gonna. Me and Nasser is gonna go up against each other. You know what? So the end of the day
Okay.
is actually it's
That's
a
fair.
cool one. We're all
That's
gonna
fair.
be.
I'm cool
We're
with
gonna
that.
start from
I
zero.
think that's
Yeah.
only
No, it's
fair.
all
I think
lekker.
that's only fair. Yeah.
Lekker, Mr. Yes.
I agree, Adil and
Yeah,
Lekker,
before we
Mr.
end, can I
brother.
just add something quickly, guys?
Yeah, go for it, Nasser.
So, Iggy, I know you're the host, right? And Brandon as your co-host. Just as a suggestion, maybe, right? So maybe in the week, like you said, the guys must send you those videos, 1 minute or 30 minute, 1 minute videos, maybe you can ask the guys to maybe send topics, maybe then you can decide which of the topics to use in the wheel, maybe that can be an interesting thing as well.
We did that, Nasser.
100% with you, Nasa.
No, guys,
100%
guys,
with
you
you.
must actually, guys, I'll defend Iggy here and Brendan. You guys must actually watch his TikToks because he posted it to say send in. We're having this
Okay.
new competition, and
Okay,
everybody,
perfect.
all those topics there on the wheel was sent in by people, and some
Okay,
by the
no,
coach, and
perfect.
yeah,
No, perfect. Then apologies for not seeing that, but yeah, thanks for the
yeah,
idea for that note. Yeah.
lekker man, lekker.
The
Anyway,
guy with the
guys,
five
we
guys
actually went
speak
way,
Nakana Bundesliga out.
100%. Guys, Brandon, anything from your side before we end off?
No, I've said everything I needed to say.
Okay, cool.
I think people have spoken enough for us now. Yes,
100%.
our first 2 hour podcast. Yes,
100%, guys.
but
So,
thanks,
guys,
guys.
I'm gonna end it off by saying thank you very much to everyone. Okay, to everyone. Thank you so much for coming. So what's going to happen is I kept this for last because it's not gonna take long. Okay. So Brandon, me and you going to end off the debate. So I mean, if not, why not? Then
Oh,
people
what are
can
we
vote.
debating this now? You and
Yeah,
I?
here we go. Is
Okay, let's
Declan
go for
Rice
it.
a overrated player? Okay. So I'm gonna flip the coin. Sorry, heads or tails, Brandon?
Tails.
Okay, you wanna go first, second?
I will go first.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for
Like a true United supporter always
I'm
goes
gonna go
first.
Brendan. Brendan, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go for so comment section, you guys gotta vote, eh? Me and Brendan can't vote, we'll just do the counting. So I'm gonna go, so you're going first. So I'm gonna go for Declan Rice is not overrated. You're gonna go for he is overrated.
Okay. Tell me when I can go.
Oh yeah, sorry, I must put the clock on. My apology. Okay, timer starts. Go.
Okay, so I think that Declan Rice is a glorified Jordan Henderson. All I think that he just plays square balls the whole time, backwards balls. I don't think that he plays enough forward balls. I think fair play to him, he's good at set pieces, but I don't think it goes more than that. And I think people have taken those free kicks that he scored the other night and are absolutely hyping him up beyond belief. He's not a Gerrard, he's not a De Bruyne, he's not a Scholes, he's nowhere near those players. He doesn't make a Premier League 10 when it comes to midfielders, and Arsenal fans have hyped him up so much. Declan Rice, 100 million. Are you absolutely joking? I think it's a joke. And when it comes to Arsenal's history of midfielders, I don't think he even comes into the conversation at all. Vieira, players like that, he's not even in the same conversation as those players. So he's been totally hyped up.
Okay, that's your time. So you were debating he's overrated. I'm gonna go for he's not overrated. What do I have? What did you have? Let's see what the comments say. My time starts. I'm gonna go for he is not overrated, no? Yeah, okay, cool. 3, 2, 1, time starts. Hey, let me first put the timer right. Hold on. Start. There we go. So look, a lot of people will say Declan Rice is an overrated player. But if we look at what team is going to be paying that big money, if a player is not that kind of money worth? Yes, we've seen players was overpriced, but we've seen the type of season that Declan Rice had. Arsenal has never been in this position where they can say they actually title challengers. But since Declan Rice has been coming in, right, the only thing they're currently looking at is actually a striker, right? If they had a striker that can put those balls away, Liverpool would actually not be 11 points ahead. They will actually be 11 points behind. If you look at everyone that's written off Arsenal in that Champions League, if it was not for Declan Rice, they would not be as confident going to the Bernabeu because Declan Rice was actually that guy. So that's why he is not overrated. So that is my argument. So you want to go for red
Just
odds,
to
blue odds?
just to just to I'll be red. And just to
Red.
clarify, I was just being harsh on Declan Rice. I don't think he's that bad.
No, I know he is not. You had to make your statement believable.
I was just really being vicious with my words.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
have
maybe
to.
people would believe me.
Yeah. You see, the only reason why I've actually ended off with the two of us, so people can see you have to make that statement believable so people can vote for you. All right. So, guys, we're gonna do the little thingy. You can count your blue hearts. You said, no? You say
I'm gonna
blue.
be red.
Oh, red.
Red.
So I'm gonna count the blue starting timer now. I'll count the blue. Okay. So let's see what hearts we come through. One for you,
One red.
Blue Iggy.
one for me, two with
One
Delmain
blue.
coming through, two.
So one red, one blue.
I've got
I
two
guess that's a red from G-Force.
also Delmain coming through as well. So we got
G4
two.
is actually red, eh? G4 was red. That's a red symbol there.
Okay, so that's 3-2. 3 versus 2. 4 versus 2.
5.
4 for you, Brandon. Red, 2 blue for me. 4 versus 3. I've got 3 blue. You got 4 red. It's all about who made it more believable, guys. 16 seconds left. So I've got 3 blue for myself, 4 for Brandon. 10 seconds left. G-Force voted already.
G4 in your mouth.
So it's 4 for Brandon, and that will be time. And Brandon winning me that one with 1 heart. Well done, Brandon.
Thank you.
People believe your argument was way better than mine, which is cool. And that is, guys, what this was about. Let me just remove this one so it don't pop up next week. So I'll see you guys next week. Thanks again, Brandon, for your time. Thanks to everyone
Oh, thank you
in the
guys.
comment
Thank you.
section. I appreciate everyone. Brandon do. And we are on 23K likes. So remember, guys, next week when you come back, don't fear to request to come into the box. All you gotta do is you gotta believe that you can have your argument being sold to the people in the live. For those people in the live, please vote either the red heart or the blue heart to the person that you believe had the better argument. I had three,
Rigi.
brother. What are you talking about? Now, mine in the box here, he says
Iggy.
his comments not coming through. Kagiso's too.
Yeah. Are we
And
gonna
then
have the topics most the votes for the topics when?
you can send it to me via DM. What type of topics get?
Okay.
You just DM it to me.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Cool, guys. That was an eventful evening. I guess I'm a bit grind. All right. But thanks again to everyone again.
Yeah.
It was an
Send
absolutely
send all your
amazing,
topics.
amazing
Send
show.
all the topics to inyourmach@gmail.com.
Guys, thank you so much, guys. It was an absolutely amazing show. I appreciate all the love and the support. Have a fantastic evening, guys. Stay blessed.
Thanks,
See you
guys.
guys Friday, 8 o'clock again.
Yeah,
Cheers, guys.
GeForce, ek gaan kry, né?
Cheers,
GeForce,
guys.
hou op.
Cheers,
Cheers,
guys.
cheers, man.